All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin this lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High and the proper names of the Paleo-Hebrew tongue. I want to say, Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakadash Ma'amaf. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, whom the world ignorantly and willingly call God of Jehovah. Bahashim meaning in the name of. Yahushai meaning he who delivers, whom the world ignorantly and willingly call JC today. I want to give a double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well, and another double honor to my elder as well, Aharawan bin Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. Salutations to the 144,000 hopeful elect pushing this truth across the four winds, and to the one-third remnant believers on Yahweh Shemel Shah, Shalom, Shalom. It's going to be a quick lesson put together through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shah, and I pray that it be edifying. So, I'm going to start off in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, and verse 23. Verse 22, it says, "Return, ye backsliding children, and I will heal your backslidings. Behold, we come unto thee, for thou art the Lord our power." And it says, "Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains. Truly is the Lord our power. Is this truly in the Lord our power is the salvation of Israel." So right, Jeremiah is basically saying, like, in vain as it is to worship and to not worship, but to go to the other nations and to the other countries for help. As I was reading this yesterday, it talks about the Lord basically sent Jeremiah to rebuke the people, for all the wickedness and all the whoredom that they was doing. And he was basically saying, man, look at your pathways. Look at the pathways. You can see the path that y'all took to go down to Egypt, and you can see the path that y'all took to go down to Assyria to basically commit whoredom. And right, and the Lord is basically saying, truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills. Because if you want to get anything in this life, you have to go to your power, Yahweh, and His Son Yahushai, first and foremost. Anything else can bring destruction upon you or cause your eyes to fail. So right, truly in vain, it says, verse 23 again, "Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains. Truly in the Lord our power is salvation of Israel." So in the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah, it's the salvation of Israel. As written in the curses, we weren't going to have a redeemer. Our Redeemer, it says, we shall be brought without money. We shall be brought without money, roughly paraphrasing. So Yahushua is our Redeemer, and through His blood we are saved. Through His stripes we are healed, basically. And I'm going to go to Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 17. It says, Salaki, I got like a white, half part of my screen is right, so I got to move the scriptures like this, to see, but it should be fixed by tomorrow. Yahweh Dazah. So Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 17, it says, as for us, our eyes have as yet failed for our vain help, and our watching we have watched for a nation that could not save us. So right, our people constantly running to the other nations. You got Farrakhan. Basically was doing a deal with some other nation, basically trying to get funding $1 billion for so-called black people or whatever the case may be, but the Lord blocked it. So right, our eyes are constantly 2/3 of our people's eyes are constantly set on Egypt and set on voting and setting on trusting in the shadow of Egypt, to where it's blinding them from the what Yahweh Shemel Shah has established and His plans from this place. It's blinding them from hearing the words of the prophets, telling them basically what's to befall this place, because their heart is in this place, basically. So right, it says, as for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help, and our watching we have watched for a nation that could not save us. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. So right, it says, our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. Right, and that's what they did, ultimately causing the scattering of the 12 tribes of Israel across the four corners of the earth. But it basically started by them committing whoredom and following after the ways of their fathers, not walking in the path of Yahweh Shem Shai, but basically watching and looking at the other nations and not want to suffer persecution for a season with the Lord, but wanted to be like the other nations, So those things basically put us in this predicament that we're in right now, and the only way to get out of this predicament is by seeking Yahweh Shem Shai's face. And this account of First Maccabees, where basically Judas and I believe they had like 800 men was about to go against a great army, and they was fasting all day. So this is First Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 13. It says, "Now when Saran, the prince of the army of Syria, heard that Judas had gathered unto him a multitude and company of the faithful to go out with him to war, he said, I will get me a name and honor in the kingdom, for I will go fight with Judas and them that are with him who despise the king's commandment. So he made him ready to go up, and there went with him a mighty host of the ungodly to help him, and to be avenged of the children of Israel." And it says, "And when he came near to the going up of Bethron, Judas went forth to meet him with a small company." So Salaki, I said 800 men. I must have got that from somewhere else. But right here, it just says a small company. And it says, verse 17, "For when they saw the host coming to meet them, said unto Judas, How shall we be able to, being so few, to fight against so great a multitude and so strong, seeing we are ready to faint with fasting all this day? Unto whom Judas answered, It is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of few, and with the power of heaven it is all one to deliver a great multitude or a small company." Right. So they understood, going back to the first precept, Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 23, they understood that, strength comes from heaven. Everything is in Yahweh Shem Shai's hands, just like the account with Gideon, when the Lord basically only had 300 men go up, and they didn't even have to, they ain't really have to do nothing. Yahweh Shem Shai had did it all, So that's the mindset that we have to be in this in the days to come. That ultimate faith, understanding, and knowing that Yahweh Shem Shai gonna come through with us for food. Yahweh Shem Shai gonna deliver us out of every single situation. You might be walking with your children and see a group of men, that's going around doing whatever, and Yahweh Shem Shai protecting you and your children, because you basically trimmed your lamp and did the right thing. He had it says basically he had respect unto the children of Israel in the book of Exodus. Well, guess what? Now Yahweh Shem Shai has respect unto the hopeful elect, the elect of Israel these days. Those are the ones that he's dealing with. Those are the ones that he's supping with. And it says, verse 19, "For the victory of battle standeth not in the multitude of an host, but strength cometh from heaven. They come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us and our wives and children and to spoil us. But we fight for our laws, for our lives and our laws." So, right, they was fighting basically to uphold and keep the laws of Yahweh Shem Shai, So, and that's just what it was. It says, verse 22, "Wherefore the Lord himself will overthrow them before our face, and as for you, be not afraid of them." So, right, and that's the mindset that we're going to have to be in, in the time to come, and Yahweh Shem Shai is preparing our minds for that day through what? Manifold temptation, making us have patience, showing us his power, how he delivers, So the Lord said, be not afraid of them. So when we see all hell breaking loose in the street, we're going to have a certain spirit about us, and that certain spirit is going to cause people to be attracted to you, whether it be a group of men having the same spirit as Saran, the captain of the Assyrians. Man, who he think he is? Who he think he is being at peace? It's a time of war. Let me go, disturb that man. Yahweh Shem Shai going to shut that man up. He may use a brother out there to do so, So when the time comes, man, we have to understand, and know who our power is, and understand that strength coming from heaven, not from the multitude or being deep, like they say in Florida. "Oh, we deep out here." That ain't gonna get you nowhere. Esau got drones. Esau got drones that'll gun you down. He fighting a coward's war. He sent one of his drones towards the elect. Them weapons ain't gonna work. You see what I'm saying? But this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 31 and verse 1. "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong." Right? So what they say, the few, the proud, the Marines, they trust in this army. They trust in the weapons, the nuclear weapons of this place. They think that the sword that Esau was given from heaven, they think that that's going to save them from the other nations, but not knowing that Yahweh Shema Shah is going to cause all the other nations to come against this place, and this place is not going to be able to protect itself. You see what I'm saying? It says, "Because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord." So right. They not worried about the Holy One of Israel. They not worried about Yahweh Shema Shah. They not worried about how to please Yahweh Shema Shah. They just think that, okay, well, Esau ain't gonna never be out of power, never get taken out of power. So let us bow all the way down unto him. You see what I'm saying? So the scripture says, "Woe unto you that run down to Egypt for help." Ultimately, it's going to cause them to run all the way down to Egypt and take that mark. Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 5, "Thus saith the Lord, Cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord." So right, the beginning of pride is one departs from his maker. So you departed from the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah because you trusted in something better on this earth that was ultimately created by Yahweh Shema Shah. So right, cursed be unto you. It said, "Cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm." Right, and when Yahweh Shah is supposed to be your arm, Yahweh Shah is the one that, Yahweh Shah is your arm, and Yahweh Shah is basically, this word is, we read this word causing us to put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shema Shah. Therefore, nothing being able to touch us or come against us, man, basically. So right, our people have departed from the Lord. They trusted in the shadow of Egypt, and ultimately it's going to be for their detriment, man, when it's all said and done with. But you have the elect that trust in the Lord, that believe on the power of Yahweh Shema Shah, was going to be for them for righteousness' sake, having that faith, man. This is going to be the last precept, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 19 and verse 22. It says, "For in all things, O Lord, thou didst magnify thy people and glorify them. Neither didst thou lightly regard them, but didst assist them in every time and place." So right, Yahweh Shema Shah is not going to lightly regard those that's serving him in truth and sincerity. The Lord's he's gonna assist us in every time and place. And Esau know that because he see these chariots. That's why he ain't come and try to touch us yet. He trying to build up as much arsenal as he can, manufacturing a whole bunch of AI bots and drones, trying to perfect his Starlink to make sure he see any and everybody walking in this place. He doing all that so he can come and try to fight against the Lord's man, and ultimately try to fight against the Lord. But it ain't gonna work. Because guess what? Yahweh Shema Shah is not going to lightly regard his sons and his daughters, man. Yahweh Shema Shah is not going to lightly regard the hopeful elect, the man on the street corner, the women and children, and the men, women, and children that believe. It says, "Neither didst thou lightly regard them, but didst assist them in every time and place." So we have to know and have faith that Yahweh Shema Shah is going to deliver us in his last captivity in the worst time ever recorded, that's going to ever be recorded on the planet Earth. So we have to know and understand that he's going to assist us, man, when it's all said and done with. So I pray this lesson is edifying. Shalom, on to the next.